Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next WUPW. I think it's the fifth one. Honestly, it doesn't matter what number it is. Something I did want to say first before I get into all of the news and blah blah blah. I just want to hope you know that no matter what's happening, I want you to know that you are loved. I know it's peachy and corny, blah 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 blah, but the world is on fire, and I just want to at least let you know that I care. Even though I can't be there for you, even though this is some weird symbiotic relationship, as you'd call it, I I want you to know that I care, and that no matter what you're going through, I believe in you. Now, on that sad, uplifting note, I would like to get into my news. What's been going on with me, funky man? Well, two things I gotta say. Number one, let's talk passion. I have passion, and I have ADHD. Those, those are a pretty strong pair. Like ADHD, passion. You know what you get when you put these two things together? You either get something you can work on for years, or you can get something you can't work on for an hour. It is they're either so compatible that you make something glorious, or so discompatible that you just implode. And I've been having this problem because my two books that I've been making, well, one making and one rewriting that I made years ago, I just I haven't been feeling the passion. I haven't been feeling the heart, soul, and time to want to put into it. I just haven't. So the man who fell their time, I don't really feel like making it. I don't. My heart doesn't draw me towards it, and I don't want to put my time and effort into something that I don't feel like I'm putting myself into it. I, as an artist, that's the whole point of art. It's not just about something that's the end product, but it's also about the human that put their time and effort into that, because that makes art is the human element of it. And I just don't feel like I can really put that human element into it. At least with the man who felt them time. When it comes to Shattered Mirror, I still want to work on it, but I know it's gonna be slower, and I don't want to give it like a due date because I don't know. It's up in the air for me. I've got some ADHD. It really doesn't help me. I want to get it released though, cause it's a lot easier. I'm not entirely making a whole new story. It's something I already made. It's also dear to my heart because Shattered Mirror showed me that the reason why I was so sad and depressed was because I didn't have anybody in my life. I didn't love anybody. Nobody loved me, and I want that story to be out there. There's also other things though when it comes to Shattered Mirror, because it's a story that has the character go through DID, dissociative identity disorder, and I don't want this to be a thing where it's like it's it's just bad and terrible and doesn't show what DID is like, or misrepresents it. I don't want to do that. And I know when it comes to that, it's going to take some time to find the right person who knows DID, either from personal experience or from like a really good therapist who works with it and is able to review it and make sure that I don't overstep or whatever. I don't want to portray DID in a bad light because it's something that people go through, and just looking up all the things that comes into DID, it's really traumatic, and I don't want to misrepresent that. You can see like autism in media, and it's really bad. And I have a personal hand experience with autism, not for myself, but because my soulmate's autistic, and I would never want to misrepresent that either. So, Shadow Mirror is coming out when I can put the effort into it and I can find the right person to make sure that this story is accurate but still like a story, because you have to understand it's a story at the end of the day. There's some things I'm going to have to either dramatize to dramatize to make it understandable to a normal human being, or just some things that are not going to be wholly true. And that's kind of the nature of a story, unless I want to have like this whole large story that spans hundreds and hundred pages to make everything more accurate, but probably slower. I don't want to do that. But I do want to finish Shattered Mirror sometime, because it does hold a big place in my heart. It's my first book that I ever big writing thing that I've ever made, and I want that to be displayed. I want them to be shown. But I just ADHD excuses, and also I don't want to misrepresent it. So Shattered Mirror is on hold. Well, more like the back burner. Well, see, people say the back burner, but usually back burner means it's just sitting there. For me, I still want to try to work on it, put effort in it, but I'm not pushing it. Now, you may ask, okay, well, is there going to be a next big thing? Like, The Man Who Failed Through Time was supposed to be the next big thing, and then Shattered Mirror was also going along with it. And I do have something that's going to be the next big thing. Again, passion and ADHD. I want something that I feel like I'm drawn to. Something I want to feel like I'm excited for. I'm not excited for The Man Who Failed Through Time. I'm not. I don't feel that way for it. But this next project that I'm thinking, currently in the R&D phase for, I really like the idea. I think it's something really fun because it allows me to experiment. I love experimenting. As I've grown more to do more and more type of art, whether it be writing or some other things, I just love experimenting. Making new things and new ideas is one of my favorite things to do. I literally do it on a daily basis. My mind's already creating a bunch of bull crap up here. It's always bull crap for the most part. But with this idea and what I want to do, I feel like it'll be something really fun and refreshing, and it will allow me to naturally have passion for it, not something I have to push, because I naturally just want to explore and see what I can do, and allows me to come at it in a way that feels like I'm not working on something that I just have to work on. I'm working on something that I'm passionate about. And they say, you never work a day in your life if you're at your dream job. That's not true, but I understand what it means, because, yeah, I don't want to work. I'd rather just play Minecraft, but, when it comes to these things that I'm passionate about, I'm willing to sit down and put the time into it. I'm willing to. But when it comes to things I'm not really passionate about, I don't really want to put the time into it. I've been learning Blender, and while I'm not looking to be a Blender expert, I'm gonna use Blender for this as to make my backgrounds. I want this next passion project to explore more interactivity. I really love interactivity. It allows you, the player, /reader, /viewer, something, man. Allows you, the person, the human, to feel more interconnected with the story. And I'm not just talking Untitled Love scale. Untitled Love, if you don't know it, I highly recommend. It's an interactive story about someone who kidnapped you, and device is too hot, video quality may be reduced. Untitled Love is an interactive story that allows you to go different paths and different endings, and allows you to explore the person, the area you're in, and allows you to just, collect all the endings, go through everything, see everything. I want to take that same idea of interactivity, and I want to expand it. I don't want you to just interact. I want you to collect things, keys, hints, what's happening. Alright, website. Simple. Website, the new update for the website, whatever number, doesn't matter. It's out. What does it feature? A better FAQ, frequently asked question section. It's more robust. There's a lot of, that's actually a good decent chunk of things I wrote down and answered. Stuff like from my past stuff that I that I did before I kind of got to my more professional point that I am now. Stuff about Dreams, the PS4 game engine, whatever that dead thing is now. Stuff like I used to post on other like writing platforms that I since disgraced because they all suck. Um, and other stuff just kind of clear up the old stuff because I don't feel like clearing it myself and going through everything. Not worth my time. There's also just general things like what I make, blah blah blah. It's just good. If you have questions about me, you'll most likely find them in there. And if not, I'll most likely add them in the future. Another thing I've done is to help just kind of like make people understand what I do is in the home section you usually see like an image, a rectangular image of just kind of like my logo, and I've decided to make it more useful, and I've actually added a little info section that says what I do and like what I do as an artist and a writer and blah blah blah. So people who want to understand what I'm doing are just first coming and like, oh, what's this? Well, they say, oh, this is this. He's an experimental writer. He makes bull crap and he says bull crap. This and that and this and that. Other than that, I've been chilling. If you're wondering about the Angry Birds video, if you're wondering about the Angry Birds video, I have it. I just was so disappointed and that I couldn't get 3 games. I had 2 games, and the third one borked on me. It wasn't good, wasn't funny, I wasn't feeling the mojo, and I was just kind of sad after that, so. The Angry Birds video will come out sometime when I remember to edit it. Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta go, gamers. The waifu sedan, I need to take her to the petrol station. Have fun. I hope you have a good day. Bingus.